The crypto market is throwing out some bearish signals. We need to take a look at those to see if this is the time that it comes crashing down, or if it's the time that we are patient and we see that next wild recovery from where we're at right now. I'm going to share the technicals with you in this video. And if you guys want to see more technicals, analyses, and trades, you guys can find it over at the Discord. Links in the description. There's a whole team of experts over there waiting to share news, analysis, information, trades with you over there. And also there's a community of thousands of members already waiting for you to join up and be part of the party. Links in the description, code word doctor when you sign up. I'll tell you more about it later. In the meantime, let's get into the Bitcoin chart here. So for Bitcoin, we are right against a major support, and we'll see if it holds out for us. Right now, we got high top wick coming from us on Monday, followed by a big old sell that took us down below the 5 and the 13. That's a bearish signal. The fact that we have another high wick forming up today and we're down against that support. We could bounce from here. We are up above the 50. We are overall in a bullish state. The RSI has flipped down and into bearish territory though, and we absolutely need to keep an eye on that. Watch for that 50 and watch for that support to come along. If it does, if the support holds out, we could be in very, very good shape. And so I think right now it's that time to be patient, but we should be very cautious with where we're at. So let me zoom out on that. We're going to go out to the weekly chart. The RSI for this is still at about 62, and you guys can see the selling pressure we got last time we were up around here, and now we're starting to get those high wicks for this week as well, that after we hit that peak, big old sell, high wick, more selling pressure. We're about to lose the 5 week on this, which could be the start of a longer term trend. The RSI is still bullish. There is some evidence of some bearish divergence happening as these prices go up for crypto, going all the way back to March of last year, all the way up until now. Those peaks are falling, and those bottoms are also falling as well. This could be that moment that the crypto market actually does have a significant pullback. I think that would be helped out by the stock market as well, especially the US stock market. If we see a massive pullback there too, that could set up that next incredible opportunity. So while I don't think it's a whole lot of fun to talk about bearish things, if we do end up heading in that direction, man, it sets up the next opportunity. And I think that when we hit that next wild uprise, I think that it comes after a sharp drop down. And there's other commentators, other analysts out there calling for that same thing. So let's look at some of the other cryptos in the space here. Let's go to Ethereum, for example. We're looking at the weekly chart. Look at all those rejections that we have up above. And also notice this trend line support that we keep on sitting on. That coincides with a lot of things. We're up above on the weekly chart here. We're up above the 200 EMA for the weeks that's on here. We're up above the 13 and the 5. Threatening to lose the 5, we keep getting rejected at the 50. And if we put up a few more technicals here, you'll see when we put up the Fibonacci retracements, we get a clustering of values there, but an even tighter clustering for support down here, right around that same ray. And if we drop down to the daily version of this, look how tight that clustering is right along. Not only do we have that trend line support that's with that white line, but then these blue lines for the Fibonacci retracement values, we also are sitting on this 0.5 level that's up here. And if I take those down for just a moment, you'll also see the 200 day that's in here for the EMAs, the 50 day, almost getting to that golden cross moment, which now, mind you, that 50 will react pretty significantly in the next, I think, 9 to 13 days, something like that. When we go back here, I'll tell you how many it is. So let's go to this current day and we'll go back this way, back here. 50 bars is right there. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 9 bars. So 9 days from today, where that 50 should push up significantly from this, unless we get a drop that sends us back down there. If we're near these prices, that 50 is going to push up. We're going to get that golden cross. And if we put up the simple moving averages here and take that down, that could happen here as well, that we get that cross upward. Now, mind you, it could also turn into some flattening. We're going to have to watch for that. We are down below the 20-day. So this support that we're sitting at right now, and I'll take down the moving averages for another moment, this support is so darn critical. If we lose that support, we're back down in the low 2000s instead of the mid 2000s for Ethereum. So we do have to watch for that. We have some support right around the 2000 level, and then back down around 1800 is when it starts to turn into massive support as well. And so this is a time, I think, that Well, we could bounce from here. Being near those supports could set up that right time for that bullish trade opportunity. If support does fail and we get stopped down on that, then it turns into one watching for that support, especially if we retest support as resistance. Here, I'll put a little swoop here for you. Retest as resistance this way. That would be that signal that we lost support, got rejected, confirmed it as resistance, then downward would be that next level. That would be that big sign. If instead we hold support here, that's what could send us off this way. And so that's what we want to watch for. We are at a critical moment with crypto right now, especially for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, where we're just watching what happens from those support levels. And I'll tell you what, the Fed meeting today has a lot to do with that. So dragging this up for you, actually, let's reset the view so we can see a little bit more. For XRP, still in that critical support area with pressure from this downward trend line. The bears keep taking more and more away from the bulls as we watch this trend line come down this way, squeezing down, and the bulls are just holding this line down here for support. Well, if we lose that, we could be down below somewhere from about $1.61 to $1.71 down to this next support area for XRP, where we hit that next massive support trend line that, especially if we punch down through it just for a moment, that we want to watch and see if we make it back up in there, because this is more like a descending wedge pattern. So if we get that push down through there, this could be that next wild opportunity for XRP as well. So what I think and what has happened in the past is that we get wild shakeouts. We get people letting go of the crypto, selling it, and then just staying away from it for a while the institutions come out and start scooping up all that nice, cheap, easy cryptocurrency, which could be that darn moment. So while I can never tell you what to buy or sell, for me, I am watching for that next major opportunity to come around, because I think after we have a massive sell comes the next wildly higher all-time highs, especially where Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP are involved. Also Solana we want to toss in there as well. I'll give the updated technicals on that in this video. I'll also have them available for you over at the Discord, guys. Come on over, links in the description. Code word doctor will save you 50% off your first month sign up with the earner tier, which gets you unrestricted access to everything that's available to the community members in that Discord. Like I said, already thousands of people over there, and they are absolutely incredible. And the products and services that are offered to you there are seemingly endless. And if you guys want to know more about the impact with the technicals that I share with you, how to trade using options in the stock market, and then also trading with those technicals, like, okay, well, these are the technicals. Well, what do I do about it? The bread recipe trading strategy that's also part of the technical analysis trading course is there to support you through Stockmo Academy. Stockmo, a personal friend of mine for the last 17 years. He's like a brother to me. And I'll tell you what, he is rock solid with the community that he's built, with the financial information that he has to share, the education that's available to you through the Discord, through the courses, with Stockmo Academy. Now, mind you, when you sign up for the courses, code word doctor will work there as well, but they are a lifetime course. Once you have it, it's yours for forever. So the code word works a little bit differently, but it gets you massive savings, even deeper than what you get through the Discord. When you sign up for those courses, code word doctor, bundling the courses and using code word doctor gets you the maximum savings. Let's get back into the charts on this. So that's XRP over to Solana. Solana once again sitting at massive support, showing us a bit of a head and shoulders look. Maybe this thing sells down to the next support area from 110 to 120, even more massively so should we dip back down into two-digit Solana. It's like one of those two-digit NVIDIA opportunities that we would have, where after we hit the $85 for NVIDIA, which I said two-digit NVIDIA should be a wild opportunity, and so far it has been, recovering about 75% from its lows. Solana here could even outperform that. So should we see two-digit Solana, we could see that next massive and wild ride that could give us a 4x opportunity. Let's say if we pull all the way back to about 75, then we start to see that $300 Solana come out of there, which would be over the all-time high for Solana. But like I said, I think we're on that precipice where we can see that next major run for crypto, but it might take a little bit of a pullback in the meantime. So short term, yeah, we're getting bearish signals. Long term, I think that there's wild opportunity to be had, and I think it comes along with easier monetary policy, with subdued inflation and things that will push for higher GDP, and then also pushing for labor market stability. So it might take a little bit of a mess first. We're going to have to watch and see. It could happen now. We could get that next wild run, or it could happen after we get a little bit more fearful from where we're at right now, hit a peak fear moment, and then we see that next rip start to take place. I think 2025 is where we see those new all-time highs come in. So that puts us within a 5 to 6 month window from where we're at right now. So let me put the charts back up here because it's time for SUI. So for this one, dropping down below $3, guys, we could hit all the way down to the bottom trend line on this one, which could take us all the way down to about $2, about $2.10 is what this comes out to from where we're at right now for this bottom trend line. And if we go out to the weekly chart, you can see that we're in a consolidation pattern. I lost my raise. We'll pull them up here for you. So I'll just clicky on that one. And we're going to click this. And then we're going to hit visibility on intervals. And we're going to hit all intervals. Then we're going to do the same thing for this one. Clicky. Visibility intervals, all intervals. And now when we go out to the monthly chart, you guys can see more of that consolidation pattern that we find ourselves in for SUI, everybody's favorite hog call crypto that's out there. $2.10 is that next wild opportunity. And we got to watch for what side we break out of consolidation patterns like this one. Let's go to a weekly chart where we get a little bit more detail on this. Consolidation patterns like you see from this, when we break out of it is where we start to get that wild move. So I think we're going to test support on this one. And then that is where I would like to make my entry. Should we get back down near that $2 mark, the $2 area is where I'd like to initiate an entrance into SUI token. So guys, for crypto, what do you think? Are you bearish on crypto? Are you bullish on crypto? Are you short-term bearish but overall bullish like me? Because I think that's where we could find ourselves right now. I think near term, there's some concerns that I have, some things that I think over the next few months, things could be a little bit choppy for stock market, crypto market, you name it. But I think that we are going to have a strong finish to the year. It could even lead into a nice 2026. It depends on a lot of things. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of macro happening that can totally affect where we find ourselves at right now. If you guys want to see continued updates, not only from me, but the other panel experts like Crypto Will, who follows crypto exclusively. And man, that guy is an absolute professional when it comes to crypto. You guys should check him out as well. And Fresh Prince of Crypto is his channel name as well. You guys should check out that channel because he gives incredible information, slightly different take in the style and the information that he has to share from what I give, but both valuable. It will give you a blend of perspectives on it. Link in the description for the Discord. Check it out. Code word doctor. Same thing for those courses. Check those out. Code word doctor works on those as well. Guys, thanks for watching. I am Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Remember, my friends, that learning is earning. And we'll see you next video.